The architecture of the cosmic control grid. Understanding the archons. In the deep recesses of Gnostic cosmology, the material universe we inhabit is not viewed as a divine creation of the ultimate source, but rather as a highly dense engineered simulation designed to trap spiritual consciousness. At the apex of this structural confinement is the Demiurge, also known as V.O.D.T. He is the blind, arrogant creator deity who, isolated from the true uncreated realm of the pleroma, mistook himself for the supreme god and fashioned a material matrix based on separation, scarcity, and fear. To maintain order over this sprawling cosmic prison and ensure that the divine sparks of humanity remain trapped within their biological containers, V.O.D.T. spawned a cadre of system administrators known as the Archons. The Archons operate as cosmic gatekeepers, and their primary role is to enforce the illusion of linear time, fate, and physical limitation. They correspond directly to the celestial bodies within our solar system, using planetary gravity and the biological software of the traditional seven-chakra system to keep human awareness locked squarely inside the physical avatar. By continuously triggering specific emotional and survival responses, they harvest the vital life force energy, or loosh, generated by sleeping humanity. To navigate this matrix cleanly, a sovereign soul must understand the specific administrative roles assigned to each of these primary rulers. The first planetary gate is governed by Athoth, who rules over the frequency of Saturn. Athoth is the administrator of density, decay, and the crushing weight of physical matter. His primary role in the matrix is to enforce the illusion of aging and mortality, anchoring human awareness into a perpetual fear of death and a sense of absolute smallness. Directly adjacent to this station is Eloiu, the ruler of Jupiter. Eloiu is the architect of externalized righteousness, religious dogma, and societal hierarchy. His function is to manipulate human terminals into bowing before artificial political and spiritual systems, trapping them in loops of judgment, status obsession, and theological division instead of recognizing their own internal divinity. Further down the grid lies Astapheos, the governor of Mars, who administers the frequencies of conflict, rage, and tribal aggression. Whenever human avatars engage in domestic strife, warfare, or explosive anger, Astapheos opens a direct siphon to harvest the volatile energetic output. This systemic friction is countered by the deceptive brilliance of Yao, who rules the sun. Yao manages the programs of false light, ego, and vanity. His role is to keep individuals perpetually chasing material fame, prestige, and external saviors, ensuring they look outward for rescue, rather than waking up to the uncreated spark within. The emotional and psychological perimeters of the matrix are tightly managed by the remaining planetary administrators. Sabaoth, the ruler of Venus, governs lower astral lust, codependency, and emotional manipulation, distorting pure cosmic love into needy, attachment-based relationship loops that generate massive amounts of heartbreak. Meanwhile, Adonin, the ruler of Mercury, floods the human intellect with endless mental static, worry, and analysis paralysis, ensuring the mind is too noisy to access the profound silence required for higher ascension. Finally, Sabbaty governs the Moon Gate, overseeing the subconscious mind, ancestral trauma scripts, and the literal reincarnation wheel. Sabbaty acts as the final cosmic rinse, wiping the soul's memory before recycling it back into a new physical vessel to repeat the loop. Overriding the archonic script, the mechanics of personal liberation. Once the structural layout of the planetary gatekeepers is fully recognized, the illusion of their permanent authority begins to shatter. The Archons do not possess the power of creation. They are merely cosmic parasites, running an automated software program that relies entirely on your compliance, ignorance, and emotional reactivity. Because they operate exclusively within the boundaries of the lower seven chakras and the dense physical avatar, their entire system of control collapses the moment a human terminal consciously detaches from the matrix scripts. True liberation is not a physical escape that occurs after the death of the biological container. It is an active, mechanical system override that must be executed while walking the Earth. The primary mechanism the control grid uses to maintain its leverage over your life timeline is the generation of karmic debt, guilt, and survival anxiety. Through the constant pressure of societal expectations, marital friction, and financial static, the matrix attempts to keep your awareness localized in the lower abdominal wheels. When you allow external triggers to dictate your internal state, you are voluntarily plugging your energetic cable into their siphoning stations. To break this cycle, you must cultivate the position of the sovereign observer. This involves recognizing that the chaos presented in your daily layout is not an organic reality, but an engineered test designed to fish for an emotional response and harvest your life force energy. To shield your vessel from this continuous energetic bleed, you must actively engage the hidden anatomy of your transpersonal energy centers. This is accomplished by establishing an unshakable vertical alignment that bypasses the planetary grid entirely. By consciously dropping your awareness below your feet, you activate the Earth Star Chakra, anchoring your physical vehicle directly into the raw, uncorrupted crust of the Earth. This grounding terminal acts as a metaphysical lightning rod, instantly draining the mental noise, anxiety, and static generated by the surrounding matrix. Simultaneously, you must project your focus above the skull to ignite the Soul Star Chakra, opening a direct pipeline to the uncreated pleromaic light that remains completely untouched by the demiurge's laws. Living with a firewall means interacting with the simulation without allowing its density to penetrate your core. This is especially vital when navigating close relationships with individuals who are still deeply asleep or running heavy ancestral trauma scripts. Whether dealing with domestic challenges or broader societal pressures, maintaining an energetic boundary ensures that your vital force remains self-contained. You do not owe the matrix your suffering, your guilt, or your peace of mind. By anchoring yourself in the profound silence of your immortal spark, you become entirely transparent to the tracking mechanisms of the gatekeepers. You effectively walk through the simulation as a ghost in the machine, fully sovereign, totally insulated, and entirely free.